Hello YouTube, what is up? My name is Solstice and I am here bringing you a tutorial for Oblivion, and this tutorial will be on the Skull of Corruption. So the first thing you have to do is you've got to go and find the Shrine of Vermina, and that is located on the eastern border of Lake Poppet, or Popham, or Lake Pop something. I don't really remember the name of it. But it's a super small lake that is on the map. It's a circular lake to the east side of the map, located under Rending Halls and just above the start of the long-ass river that goes down to the bottom of the map. So, I show you the map destination later, the map location later, so all you gotta do is watch that and you should be all set. Quiet. Thank you very much. Alright, so first things first, you have to talk to this man, and he will give you the quest that allows you to chat with Vermina, whatever. I just say Vermina, so I'm going to continue saying Vermina, so whatever. What you need, here's the map location. It's Popod, that's it, Lake Popod. Very strange name. Anyway, to start this quest, you need to have a black soul gem. And to make a black soul gem, all you need to do is get a grand soul gem and go to one of the Necromancer altars, one of the 4 Necromancer altars located across Cyrodiil on the Necromancer's moon. And the Necromancer's moon occurs excuse me, I just ate lunch. The Necromancer's moon occurs every 8 days in game time. So if it's not on your day when you're at one of the altars and you need to get a black soul gem, just wait a day and look for a purple glow around the altar that's coming from the sky. I recommend keeping distance from the altar so you can see like the column pillar of light, so you don't accidentally miss it. Once it's the Necromancer's moon, you just need to put the black soul gem into the when it's a Necromancer's moon, you need to put the grand soul gem into the altar and cast a soul trap spell on the altar. It's really easy. Just make sure you have a soul trap spell you can use and any kind of grand soul gem, empty or not, any kind works. Alright. So that's how that works. If you really need a tutorial on that, I guess I can make one, but I don't think it'll be that difficult. So, crossfade. Alright, so now we are at the amazing little tower. Go figure, mage's tower, a mage that has a tower. What else is new? Anyway, I cut out that part because it's pretty self-explanatory since it's kind of on the mini-map, and it's literally directly southwest of the the statue for Vermina, so it's really not difficult. So I'm just cruising through here, and I pop into a very strange room, but I thought it was kind of cool. Which brings me to a thought. If you have a high enough acrobatics skill, or you glitch your acrobatics so you can jump up to the ceiling, do you think that you could press A and sit in one of those chairs upside down? That would be so awesome, but I have no idea if it would actually work. Anyway, yeah, continuing onward. What should I speak of now? Just so you don't waste your time, the entrance to the tower is like the outer entrance getting inside of the frame, the stone frame. That entrance is at the southwest side of the tower, I believe. It's either southwest or northwest. It's on that western side. Or was it eastern? Ah, god damn it, now I can't even remember. Okay, completely disregard what I just said. Alright, so when I came in here and I forgot that I had it on the hardest difficulty, and I kind of died right at this part because I couldn't move when he smacked me, and he just kind of gangbanged me, and it got really gay because he summoned one of these clan fears on me, and it was fast. So I cut that part out, and to show yeah, I cut that part out to shorten the time frame, and yeah. So it's really not too difficult to navigate through here. You've basically just got to follow the arrows set on the compass. But just so you know what to expect at about level 25, 23, I'm level 23 right here. Just so you know what to expect when you come in here at about the level 20s and 25s. I'm keeping the whole thing in so you can just kind of scan this video to see what kind of mobs you'll have to fight. You might have to fight little Daedra scamps. You might have to fight Zavalis like I am. You might have to fight other shit. I don't know. It varies, but it's always Daedra. You only fight Daedra in this area. So, word of advice. Be careful in this room because I do believe that there is no floor. So, watch your ass and try not to fall off these bridges. I don't know if you have like a stutter in your thumbs that would cause you to fling yourself over the edge, but please try to resist the urge to walk off. Yeah. So there's two paths here. I take this one and there's a chest at the other end. You don't really need it. There wasn't anything useful in it other than a few coins. So yeah, just keep going the long path. Ditch this chest. It's really not too important, too useful. You don't really need a Night Eye spell or anything like that. I didn't use one, which is why I'm really not sure if there's a floor or not, but I'm highly doubting it, considering it's called the Void. And it's pitch black down there with tons of bridges. But yeah, you don't really need a torch or Night Eye or Starlight or any kind of light ability added onto you, because as you move, the natural light turns on for you. So you don't. It pretty much gives you sight by itself. You really don't have to worry about that. So don't feel like you seriously have to prepare for going into a wizard's tower and all that shit. It's really not that difficult. You've just got to fight a bunch of Daedra. There isn't a boss or a really strong dude in here that you have to worry about, so don't worry about that. And what else? Oh yeah, try not to miss the orb like I did. I kinda missed the orb on my first speed through here because I went through a door that I thought was a normal door, but it turned out to be a area change door, so I ended up like needing to turn back and all that crap, so you know how it goes. Anyway, you don't really have to worry too much about the enemies in here, depending on what difficulty you're playing or how good your gear is, because none of them are too difficult, but you're still going to have to keep healing constantly at the ready. So keep that in mind. Make sure you have plenty of potions or good healing spells when you come in here. If you decide to go the spells route, make sure that you either get Magicka back fast enough or you have Magicka potions always at the ready. Excusez-moi. And I am French, but I don't really know any French other than, well, that. If that's even French. I don't even know. But either way, don't make this mistake like I did. Listen to me now. Do not go through this door. Go through the other one to the right. Oh, wait. Never mind. Never mind. Wrong door. Wrong door. That was my bad. And now this fighting gets slightly more difficult from here on, simply because my gold brand ran out of fire enchantment, so yeah. That kinda got annoying, but whatever. Don't go, yeah, it was here. Don't go through that door like I did, because if you decide to go through that door, this next fail may happen to you. and it's really not that fun. Oh, I can't get up! Help, I've fallen and I can't get up! Lol. But don't worry about it, there is a door down here. It's just the fact that if you end up falling off, I can almost guarantee that you will completely, like, liquefy on the floor and, like, spew all over the place. So, yeah. Avoid that door. Take the one that was to the right up the staircase, because that's where this next set of doors brings me to. So, just keep that in mind. Don't go through that door, and if you end up going through that door, do not walk forward, turn around, and take the door that was in that last room up the stairs. So, there's a danger warning. Stranger danger. So, keep that in mind, and you should be all set. That's probably the only, well, other than the void, that's probably the only really killer part of this entire quest. Because if you jump down, you will die, or if you fall off the bridges in the void, you will die. So that's all you've really got to worry about in this map, so, well, not this map, this quest, so it should be all set, smooth sailing, just as long as you've got gear that's good enough for your level to fight all of these Daedra. So, yeah. I was curious if you could sleep in that giant bed, but you can't. Which would have been so sick, but you can't. And right here, I was just scaling the ceiling because the whole time I was afraid that those rocks up top would fall, because I figured that since the blood was on the ground, it was a trap room. So you don't have to worry about traps. There was no trap. Don't even worry about it. But this is where I'm talking about. You open these doors, and you're right back in that suicide room anyway. So just take that upper set of doors, the double doors, instead of going down the hall, and you should be all set. And you will have to fight these guys no matter which path you take, obviously. So, yeah. So you fly through this door, and right up ahead you have to deal with some hate crystals, as I call them. What they do is, basically, if you get close to them, they start getting angry and they start turning red, like they get a red aura around them. And when they get to a certain point of being angry, they shoot magic at you. And it's really difficult to dodge most of the time, so you just gotta, like, blaze through those rooms. There's, I think, 3. No, I think there's 2, but there might be 3. The first one shoots frost, and the second one shoots lightning. Yeah, there's only 2. The first one shoots frost, and the second one shoots lightning. So just watch yourself. The frost is is a lot easier to dodge, if you can even dodge it, than the lightning is. The lightning is extremely fast, so you just need to fly through that room and get to the other side with the doors. Open the door and just fling yourself through it. Make a human-sized slingshot and, like, yeah, just kind of throw yourself. That would work, wouldn't it? Who knows? But then again, it's Oblivion. I think anything's possible. I did not go down there, even after recording, so if you're curious and you really want to see what's down there, go for it. I think it's probably a trap, because it was called his retreat, but I am not sure at all. So if you're desperately in the mood to go searching down there to see what's there, go for it, but I have no idea what's down there. Here's the second one. As you could hear from the shot, it launches lightning at you, so you want to be careful about that. It does really surprisingly good damage. It's a good spell, so you should really just avoid it. Get through it as fast as possible. And yeah. Alright, so we are now in the Rending Halls, and this is the final section, I do believe, is it? No, the next room after this is the final section. This is the final section, no, I'm pretty sure this is the final stage area where you have to fight anything, and there's a decent amount of fighting in here, so just be prepared to kick some ass and get your potions ready, get your healing spells ready, do whatever you need to do to get ready for this, and just fly through it. Alright, so I'm sorry about the length of this video, but a good tutorial is the in-depth tutorial, and it helps to know what to expect. So, yeah. Like, there's people that'll make a tutorial where they crossfade from objective to objective, but I feel that for a game like this, it helps to know the area in between, just so you know what to expect, fighting, trap, location, all that stuff, wise. So, that's why I make my tutorials long, like this one is. This one breaks over 20 minutes. So, if you really don't like that, just please drop a comment so I know that you don't like that, because if I don't have to make a commentary that's 20 minutes long, then I won't. I'll just make a commentary that's about 8 minutes long with a crapload of crossfades in between that brings you to all of the main areas that you need to deal with, all the main objectives. Like, this video probably could have been about 4 minutes long if I only showed you the objectives, but because of all the space in between, the whole quest is comprised of going through this dungeon, so basically that means that I have to keep the filter of this whole dungeon in here so that you have all of that information to cross with, at which point all the time that I spent getting through this dungeon is added on to the time that it makes to take this commentary, which then turns it into a 20-minute long commentary. So, just tell me what you want. Do you want detail and accuracy, or do you just want basic, quick tips and points, basically? Do you want detail or quick tips? And that's basically what I know. Alright, so this is coming to an end. This is the room where Akvar, or I don't even remember what his name is sleeping. I go over and read the 2 notes that are left on his night table across the room, so you can read those on this video if you don't want to read them yourself in the actual game. And yes, I am slightly blind because, yeah, that's the orb right there next to these notes. So, don't judge, but I wasn't paying that much attention because I thought it was in a different room and it didn't look like the Orb of Vermina. But then again, I was also blind and didn't notice the fact that it was sincerely, completely glowing. So, that's my fault. Either way, yeah, for the most part, that's all there really is to this tutorial. Yeah, I hope it helped. It ends up dumping you out at, texting. So basically, when you exit the next door, it brings you straight back out into the main section of the, what's it called? Brings you back out into the main section of the fort. That's the name of it. It brings you back out into the main section of the fort, so I have no idea if it's locked upon, like, entering the fort for the first time, but my guess is that it is locked and it unlocks when you enter this room or open the door from the other side, which would be in here, which means you would have to go through the whole dungeon anyway. So even if you did know the location of that little secret entrance that brings you straight here, I don't think you can use it. So that's a little note that I felt I should add in. The little note with only 1 line in it basically says he's waiting to die, so I just killed him because I enjoy killing people for no reason. I find it to be arousing. No, I'm just kidding. But still. Loading screen. As you can see right about here, that's basically all there was to it. It just dumps you out right in the bushes inside of the fort. Yeah, I go back to grab the orb because I clearly forgot about it. Or at least, like I said earlier, I thought that door was a normal door that opens, but it actually turned out that it was the door to leave. So yeah. Quite right. Alright. So, crossfade, talk. I hope this tutorial helped you out. She takes the orb, and in place of the orb, she gives you the Skull of Corruption as a token of her gratitude. And the Skull of Corruption, basically, it's a magic staff that when it hits a target, it creates a clone of that target. Creates a clone of that target for 30 seconds. And so, it is very enjoyable to use on just for fun, really. It's just an enjoyable little weapon that you can use whenever you really feel like it. You just have to recharge it. And here I am showing off how it works, basically. I'm just gonna show you how it works for the last minute of this video. I hope this tutorial helped you out. My name is Solstice, and this has been an installment in the Complete Oblivion walkthrough. Have a nice day.
Show me what you've got. Am I supposed to be impressed? Yeah! Ah!